for the tea.
Welcome back to part 2 of Ford. But welcome back. Glad to have you. Now that we've taken a slight break, let's get into it. Period. So taking us back to where we were. If you didn't watch the first episode, you should probably go check that one out, or else you're gonna look crazy. We'll wait. That's all the way we're gonna do.
No, your screen's not frozen. No, they're just really just sitting still.
Okay, so
It gave me a sound warning because nobody was saying anything.
LOL. Yeah. Yeah. So now we've kind of moved into the 1 or 2 matches that everybody's speculating about. The biggest matches on the card for both nights.
Main event.
The main event.
And it's nothing against any other match across the board, but this one has literally been played out through different like PLEs and pay-per-views, throughout, like you said, culminating throughout the year. Having people come in, having people go out. What's the speculation for people showing up? Woo! Match night one. You've got an odd pairing. Well, not really odd. Well, yeah, an odd pairing because you have to think Cody and Seth were against each other for the longest last year, but now they're on the same team, which makes me think what is going to happen. So now you've got them
This one last year. The year before last year. I'm a liar, not a truther, and don't listen to me.
So we're going into it with these two teaming up. Seth saying, "I'll be your shield." This, that, and third. And then we have the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns, and the final boss. Woo woo! Let's go ahead and put it out there. I'm loving this theme song. I'm loving the intro. I'm also loving it. I'm loving the throwbacks because I was on social media, which I tried to stay on to try to keep relevant with everything that's going on, Wrestlemania, wrestling, sports, just everything. And The Rock, and Steven, you would be the best person to say, is doing a throwback. The shirt that he wore, the one we said that would pair perfectly with Dom's like cow boots.
Yes.
He did that. That's a throwback. That's a throwback to a classic Hollywood Rock. So, or you know what, we can let Steven says I'm right, I think. So it is what it is, and I'm liking it. I'm liking the muscles, this, that, third. It is great. I am excited. But to also see family working together, there is no better bond than that. And as much as I'm pulling for Team Cody, Team Rhodes, everybody else in the house, probably including our cats, and my youngest, pulling for acknowledge me. Exactly.
Oh, he's back there. You follow on and everything.
I can't say what I would normally say.
Family show. The tea after dark.
After dark. Oh my goodness. So what is it? I know everybody in our house has been very vocal, so let's go ahead and get to it. We're gonna have Steve jump in with what his thoughts are. Alyssa, go ahead because we know you're Team Roman, I'm Team Cody and Seth. What for just night one?
Night 1. Alright, so that's the tag team. Honestly, when it comes to like going which way we want to go, I don't know which way I'm gonna lean, honestly, because they can go so many different ways, so many different outcomes, and I'm just waiting to have my jaw on the floor for what it is. Most times, as y'all can see by the leaderboard on top row, I know what I'm gonna choose. I know what I'm gonna pick. I'm usually pretty confident in that. This time, hell no. I don't know. Like, I'm honestly lost. Because again, there's like so many ways it can play out. I've heard y'all say it more times than I can count. In this time, I can't see one person losing both nights. or which way it's really going to go. I don't know. I mean, I know which way I want it to go. I know which way I'd like to see it go. But that's me. I'm biased. I know that. But I've been like that since I got here. Y'all said it yourself the other day. Alyssa was okay with wrestling, and then the tribal chief came out and said, "Who is that?" Because I needed to know, Bookie. I was like, "Who is that?" Took my drawers on the floor. I was on the floor too. Don't play with me. But yeah. Sorry, I gotta get comfortable. My foot started hurting. But
right there to be specific.
I was right there on the floor. Didn't know how to act. Still don't know how to act.
Can't. But that she left. And what are we saying? Hey,
What?
for the last 3 years, you have not known a tribal chief, Roman Reigns, head of the table, big dog, whatever he wants to call himself, that was not holding a title. So for you, it's, oh my gosh, I cannot have him lose this title. But
the day it happens, I'm telling y'all right now, and I've been saying it for a while, he is going to have to come get me. I will be on the ground. I will be on the ground. I will be in tears. Y'all barely got me out of the stadium when Jimmy and Jay lost.
Oh my God.
Don't play with me. I was up there crying like a baby. I'm telling you right now, this can go ahead and find him how it needs to. We're putting it out there years in advance. Because we all know he's going to hold this title for more years. Come on now. The Lulu got to be the Lulu, all right? Period. But no, I'm telling y'all, when he does, because all good things got to come to an end eventually. Not right now, though. Don't play with me.
You hear me? I hope to find you well.
Ciao, anyway, so.
I don't care how you with the
Ciao, anyway, so.
No.
Ciao,
I
anyway,
don't
so.
care. You know, I don't.
Ciao, anyway, so.
Okay, whatever, girl.
In all seriousness, though, he gonna have to come pick me up off the tour. We might as well go and start sending him DMs now. We can go ahead and add a little clip of this to TikTok because we know he be seeing it. That's one hell of a comment. That is correct. He gonna have to come get me. You gonna have to come get me because I'm telling you, I'm gonna be a mess. I can't.
But see, and here gets me. I'm getting to the point. I love Cody. I've watched Cody evolve since. I called him fan of the opera when he broke his nose and had to wear the nose guard or whatever, all the way up until he literally left. He did his own thing with AEW, created that show, became the American Nightmare, and has come back and has kept the American Nightmare thing going. Oh, excuse me. I also have seen him through Jack and Cody Rhodes. So I've seen literally every evolution of this man. I have. I know people saying he's political, he's like a politician, I need this politician to actually win. I need this politician to stop shaking hands and kissing babies. I need him to go in there, get his head on straight, and I need him to do what he's got to do to dethrone Roman. As much as I like Roman, I have a stronger love for Cody. I really do. And when Roman loses, I'm not going to say this year, but when that happens, go ahead and know, Cody, if you win this title, this year, next year, whatever year you win, you're going to hear the loudest scream of that's gonna be me up in the stand. The man finally completed the story. I'm you know how you're upset about not winning? I'm upset in those stands too. You're not struggling with these things by yourself. So I'm probably
Oh yeah, my wallet's hurting already.
It's just you have to think there's 2 nights where we get to see these fine men. The first night is what it is, and years. I feel like, and it's been alluded to, it's been stated, we've seen it happen. Roman said, me and Seth used to be brothers. We used to be cool. That used to be like my family. That was my road dog. And you saw what he did to me, and we were brothers. Imagine what he's going to do to you. You know what I mean?
So them seeds, boy.
Also,
water.
Also, say it, and I know I'm not going to get many likes or love or whatever. I feel like Jay could possibly turn. And as much as it's going to pain me, that'll be the worst betrayal ever because you have to think him and Cody held the tag team titles. Jimmy made note of that. But I just, and then The Rock over here, the whole different can of worms. We don't have
a lot of worms, okay?
The fact is that there's that. And Cody said it came out of his mouth because they've been back and forth, jawing. He hates more, and he hates me, but he hates you way more. Is that just a play on what is to come? How is it going to play out? Only Seth knows how it's going to play out. So,
yeah, it's interesting the fact that Seth is like, I'll team up with you. I gotta help you dismantle the monster that I created or that I helped create. But it's like, in the back of my mind, I'm just thinking like, why would he had his number the entire way? Why would he help you? Why would I do that?
I feel like there's more of a motive. Oh, is there? We see it.
Like it's one of them toxic relationships where it's like, well, I don't want to be with you. I don't want nobody else to have you
either.
I don't want nobody else to have you.
Exactly.
So no. So I feel like it's gonna be one of those situations. So I'm like, I'm watching in the back of my eye. TikTok, my TikTok has had it on there where they have like a nice compilation. You know what's called? Seth's faces when Cody is looking at him.
Yeah.
Versus Seth's face when he's not looking. When he's standing over there making them same shield faces, like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that little fake friend you got in your corner, man, you better watch out. You better stop playing. It's him eating this. All right now. Y'all better quit playing. Y'all better keep your eye on him. Everybody worry about Jay. Everybody worry about Sted. You never know who the hell coming.
And with all retrospect, Jimmy has been out there, Solo's been out there. I feel like family rules, bloodline rules, anything goes. And Rock has put it out there, has literally busted Cody wide open and said, I'm going to make you bleed, boy. And I know there was 2 girls in the crowd probably crying. Guess what I was doing? I was over on my recliner crying too. There was no, y'all just didn't see them tears, so I'm not gonna let y'all think I'm weak. But he literally said, Mama Rose, all I need is your tears on this belt. That is, you got the blood of her son and the tears of her. I am speechless.
No, for real. No, in all seriousness, though. Go down. Man, oh man. In all seriousness, though, I can't. I know I'm not the only one who called the whole family above all. All that. You've got to wonder how much, like, this affects Jay too, because that is your family. You never really had. And that's the one thing that I'm noticing. You never really had that severance where they disowned him, where they're like, get out. You are no longer a part of the family. It was made as a stipulation, but it was never made a big deal. He just kind of went off, and then he kind of just popped back up. That makes me think like, hey, this part of the plan. We all know Roman plays dirty like that. Roman and Paul, they've done it before in this very reign. When he was sitting there, Paul went back to Brock. They had that whole thing where Paul was back with Brock, and he was just like, go over there and mess with his brain. Go over there, get back in his corner, go back in there, and then when it's time, you'll switch right back. You don't think he won't do that with his family? You don't think his family won't do that for him?
I think the thing is Jimmy is loyal. Solo is loyal. Heyman, I feel like, is now part of the family. He is loyal, and we don't even know who they have coming up.
Right.
Seth could turn because Roman and Seth are technically still technically family, even if they're not on the same page at the same time right now. But how much do you not know? Seth could be doing. I'm sorry, I'm wearing a Seth Rollins shirt, but we saw what Seth did with the Authority, and if you haven't, go back and check that out. Seth was playing dirty. He was playing both sides. So it's not like you can't do it again. And they keep saying chair shot, chair shot. I thought it was going to be the chair shot, but it won't be Roman. It'll be Cody. And I hate it for Cody because we saw what Brock did to Cody. You know,
You gotta learn your lesson at some point, baby.
You're gonna
got to.
So
can't trust everybody
as much as you want to, but that is night one.
Did you have something you wanted to add?
Oh, sure. Raw 3 weeks ago, he was directly asked about Jay, and Paul and Roman both made note that says, we didn't kick Jay out of the bloodline. He left. It's not he abandoned us. It's he went off to do his own thing, and rather than us going to chase him down and forcing him to stay here, we let him. But that also means it gives off the vibe of an open door. It's also interesting, and I can't help but, throw my 2 cents out there, he talks about family above all, but not every person that has been related to Roman throughout his career has necessarily been family by blood, but family by attrition. And a few names have certainly been thrown out there that, could certainly, potentially enter the mix as well that have been rumored. We don't do a lot of dirt sheet, but hey, this is the one where we could talk about it. So, it'd be remiss if we didn't sit here and talk about, a potential someone who's holding out on the end of his contract, and there's a lot of talks about a certain unhinged person who used to be a part of it returning back in maybe a more PG-4 or TV-14 type of form that he wasn't allowed to do in the Vince regime, but H would love to run him in this. Again, all speculation, nothing being spoken about. You know how quietly they kept it. There's a spider right behind you. Little baby one. Now he's dead. There we go. We do not condone the showing of animal violence on this show. That's why we put the picture up.
Playing with me. I don't like spiders. I don't fuck with spiders. Great way to die on camera.
I'm just saying, y'all, oh my gosh. You have to think, if that's going to be the case with Moxley, if that is a speculation, and we believe that it is, and he comes back, he's got a long history where he doesn't play fair. He plays dirty, he bounces back, he comes back, and he will get down and gritty and gruesome like everybody else. He's never turned on Roman. Of all people, he's been loyal. Even now, even going to AEW.
I'm just saying, got a few minutes here. Yeah, I'm just saying, let me run this scenario by you. And I mentioned it before we went on the air to Alyssa, so let me run this scenario by you. We hit night one, Rock and Roman take the match. So it's bloodline rules. Anything goes, all bets are off. Which means not only are The Rock and Jimmy and Solo, whoever else the bloodline decides to throw out there, but now you're also going to involve Seth, possibly with or without the World Heavyweight Championship. Now, if he still has it, you're maybe involving the Judgment Day now at that stage as well, who might be setting up for Damian to try to cash in at the end of the night. But all of a sudden, all the chips have fallen. The main moments here, you can tell something's about to happen. Cody's hit the 3 crossroads, and he's about to pin him, and then all of a sudden, a person in a dark overcoat shows up and absolutely drills Cody with a DDT. The hoodie comes off, and it's Mox. Seth comes out runs into the ring to sit there and look down at a person who has betrayed him once before. He helps Cody to his feet, only to turn around and super kick Cody himself. Roman runs in, hits the spear, retains, and now not only do you have a bloodline that now is fully reunited with or without possibly Jay, but also now you have a reinvented Triple H run version of the Shield now reunited back as part of the bloodline. All of this being the grand scheme of things, maybe even with the possibility that Seth could be still holding the World Heavyweight title, and now the bloodline's got them both.
You have to understand, when the Shield started their run, they dominated everybody, all the big names across the board. There was nobody off limits. They were putting them through ladders, putting them through tables, putting them through chairs, putting them through the ring. storyline of the Bloodline is family above all, and they will do anything to keep these titles, keep Roman on top. He said he's on the mountaintop. Okay, that's great. That's great. What happened to Shield be part of the Bloodline? Now you got 3 Shield members, and you got the whole entire Bloodline, and then this doesn't even establish, okay, what happens if you have someone coming from another location. I'm not going to name no names, but maybe if you have exactly, maybe if you have another person show up and become part of the Bloodline, you might, for all you know, Naomi, if she has done her due diligence, maybe she becomes part of the Bloodline. You know, they are all family at this point.
Yes. As much as I hate to say it, yeah, let's call a spade a spade. Naomi is the linchpin to all of this.
I'm not saying she's the linchpin. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You have family all throughout that locker room, throughout those brands. It's going to happen at some point where you get everybody together, and it's going to be, Cody, I told you, family above all. I didn't say where they were coming from. I just said they were going to show up, and show up they did. From AEW, from NXT, from God knows where, to another land. You know what?
But you can't tell me that wouldn't be the master plan, though, of Paul Heyman to sit here and be like, send Jay over to Raw and have him reconnaissance. Get in there good with Cody. Get in there good with Seth. Knowing full well that when the time comes, Seth is not going to stand by Cody when the chips are on the table. He is not going to let Cody have that big moment before he gets to have that big moment.
Think of that little walk they took on Raw. Here, walk with.
Also, Paul, we saw Paul in the back talking with Drew a couple of Raws ago, you know, so you can't tell me there's not a lot of stuff in the works here.
There's a lot going on with just this storyline. Just this. And it's just like, actually, for a guaranteed fact, if Cody does not win this year, I am going to be devastated, heartbroken, crying, tears, record, because I know you're probably going to do that, so I'm already giving you permission. I'm going to be at a loss for words at this point. I'm not. I mean, congratulations for Roman. If it happens, not saying that it's going to, but if he retains his title, then yeah, we'll just have to bow my head.
The storyline has been written, and I'm going to let y'all wrap it up with this. We've got about 6 minutes left. It's without a doubt, and I welcome anyone that's in our viewing audience or following up on YouTube. I welcome you to answer with something different. I'll sit here and wait. A better WrestleMania main event storyline that's been written. Because really, you've been writing this story since really last year. But think about just in the 75 to 80 days since the Royal Rumble. Yeah. Cody winning it. Rumble he wasn't supposed to win. Because everybody now knows it was supposed to be Punk that was supposed to win it. But he got injured, and he knew he was injured bad enough that he wasn't going to get the shot. Cody gets it. But starting with the event in Vegas. And us not knowing, is Cody going to possibly go to Seth? And then all of a sudden, the slap heard around the world. And I mean, you've been glued to your TV.
It's adding on. It's just addition to addition, to part. I'm not mad at it. You want to keep me in front of my TV? You want to keep me in front of social media? Do it. Right here.
That's what I say. I just like the motivation that comes from behind it. Because everybody sits here and gets upset that Roman still has the titles. He's still cheating and doing all that. But it's like the motivation's still there. He's sitting over here, oh, it's cute. We let you come over from your little brand. We let you come in. We let you sell some else. Now you're trying to take from my family. Now you're trying to take from his kids. Now you're trying to take from his kids. Can't let you do that. And I feel like that's where the motivation comes in. That's why, as much as I think he's a pretty face, as much as I think that's that, he provides for his family, bro. You got your own brand over there doing it. Go take that brand. I was like, but this is how I'm getting my family.
My thing is that he might be a pretty face and strong willed, And so I can't. I know I sit here and say, you know, and I'm gonna be one of those people that I'm upset that you still have the title, Roman, but in all actuality, to see where he came from when he started in this deal, where he didn't have no 3-year-old, he was just all muscle, to now running his mouth every show, every week, day in, day out. We're not gonna even mention the fact that he goes on vacation, comes back, looks refreshed, pretty hair, all that. This man has a motivation. This man has the brain power to say, he's playing, while everybody else is still playing checkers in this movie.
This man playing
chess. I didn't know. I'm just mad because he's still holding the title, so yeah. But other than that, his motivation for holding that title, it is what it is. It's valid.
And let's make sure we give the ultimate shout out. You know, give Roman his due. Give the entire bloodline his flowers, everything else. But let's end this up with a minute or two for the real mastermind. You talk about everybody else is playing checkers, Roman's playing chess. Paul Heyman is playing 3D chess. Paul Heyman is 9 steps ahead of everybody else. There's a reason he is not only, despite having the fact that he has only wrestled 4 matches in his career, 3-1 I'd like to note, but at the same time, the man's been a lifelong WWE guy. For them to not only put him in the Hall of Fame, but he's going to headline the Hall of Fame.
Congratulations.
I will find time, because we're going to be coming in later on that next morning, but believe me, my phone is going to find that Hall of Fame speech. That is going to be something else. The Tribal Chief's inducting him, but let's give flowers where it's due. That man has put 40-plus years of blood, sweat, tears. Every Mania, he has had an involvement with it in some way. He's absolutely the definition of a deserving Hall of Famer. He's never won a single championship. He's never competed at a single WrestleMania, and yet there is not one person that is not going to be sitting there in that arena saying that man does not deserve to be in there.
You worked all your life for all. You worked. I can't even, because I wasn't even watching at the time. I didn't come in until like the Attitude Era where he had the hair and the ponytail thing. But he deserves it. He is more than deserved. I don't say this really for too many people. But Heyman, I give you your flowers, your hand claps, your snaps, your whatever you want to accept. There it is.
Plain and simple. The Bloodline story does not happen at the level or anywhere close to the level it has happened for the last 3.5 years without Paul Heyman.
Exactly.
Period.
Every interview that he's done, gold. Interviews, gold. Speaking, gold. Standing in front of us in that hotel that we were sitting over there getting irritated. Gold. Wow.
And then I like how he can, it's gold. I love the facial expressions he can make. No, yeah. And he gets to be on the sideline, and like, for me, for us in the house, he's on the sideline, but we still see what he's doing. It's like, your face is drawn to the storyline, but it's drawn to what his facial expression is going to be, or what he's going to do, or when he's going to call Roman. That's one thing. If you can attract my attention from one story to you're doing a lot. So it is what it is. I know we've taken up most of your time, but hopefully it was worth it. Hopefully you're on this ride with us to Mania. All going to Philly, which that's my secondary home. I love it. Being said, it's a late night. I've got to be up early in the morning. Oh, we're going to be up early in the morning. So I've got to be up early in the morning.
Yeah. Usually. Either way, we hope you enjoyed the episodes. Again, if you didn't watch the first one, go back because. But yeah, and also, looks like I need to be passed aggressive like that.
The fake. Say goodnight, Alyssa.
Good night, Alyssa. I mean,
Camera feed.
time to go night night. Bye.
Now, pour the tea.